Robot J's made a map called Retribution. Or is working on a WAD called Retribution. Here's map 1, just a quickie. 43 and 52. Switch at the beginning. Wonder what that does. I'm on PrBoom Plus. Okay. Seems fairly beginner-ish. Rectangular rooms with just curved walls, 45 degrees. D-running. Okay. Don't really need a transition floor texture right there. There are 3 secrets. Do I know what this switch did? Where is it? Uh-oh. That's supposed to be a blue switch? I think so. What? Okay. We'll see. Maybe it's not supposed to be a blue switch. Yeah, if this is not supposed to be like this should be marked as secret on the map, or not shown on, or shown as two-sided on AutoMap. Oh, what do we got here? I need another visor. Yeah, there's the same thing. I'm guessing that's monsters on my way back, but we will see, I guess. Whoops. Yeah, this is a soft lock. If you don't know what that is, that's a term for when you get stuck somewhere with no way to progress and no way to die. I guess technically nothing's a soft lock if you have a rocket launcher, because you can just kill yourself. But I don't even have a rocket launcher. This is a soft lock, there's no way out of here. I have to cheat to get out. Alright. So either make that floor damaging or make there a way out. Oh, yeah, that's impassable. As it should be. Not sure what that switch does. Okay, so now I actually have the blue key, so I can hit that switch. We go in here. There's the exit, but yellow key is secret. No, that's not a secret. That's the secret. That lets me get into here finally. No? Be nice to get in there. I don't know how to get in there though. Well, I don't know. I don't know how to get in that big room. Alright, well. So, Robot J said maybe is working on a megawatt. I think the standard advice after playing that map would be don't make a megawatt. That would be the standard advice, and you know, I would for the most part agree. I would just say don't make a megawatt unless you're okay with scrapping most of the early material that ends up being made. Like, let's just put it this way, no one who makes 32 maps ends at this mapping skill level. If you make 32 maps, you are without a doubt going to be a lot better than this, and therefore you're not going to want to include this map in your megawatt. As you start out mapping, you're just, you know, you're not very good. You're going to get a lot better, and those steps towards getting better are bigger towards the beginning. You know, let's say you start at a 1. Your next week, you're at like a 20. So you improve, you know, 19 points real quick. And then another month later, you're already at a 30. But people who have been mapping for years are at, let's say, a 50. A whole nother year passes by, and they only go up to a 53. So that's how that is. So someone who's been mapping that long, they can make a megawatt because their first maps in it are going to be, you know, 50, 51, and their last maps in it are only going to be 57, 58, 60 maybe at most, because they've been mapping so long. They don't improve by such great strides anymore, and that's why you don't want to make a megawatt early on in a mapping career unless you're okay realizing that a lot of these first maps are not going to make the final cut. I would not suggest going back to old maps and fixing them up as one becomes better at mapping. Just, you know, if you want to say you're making a megawatt, okay, but realize you're going to end up making 50 maps, because the first 18 are going to get cut. Or maybe not the first 18, but 17 of the first 18 are going to get cut. So that's just the way it is. I mean, and you'll know that. Anyone who starts out mapping is going to say in a year, wow, that was not good. I would definitely not want to sign my name on that and put it in my released map pack. But yeah, and the reason being, I mean, this map is super basic, right? It's you know, the entire map is this silver texture, so there's not much texturing going on. There's very basic progression without much intricacies to it. Real simple secrets for the most part. I should turn that off just so we can talk about the lighting. There really isn't any lighting. There's light sources. They're not providing lighting. Everything's kind of the same light level. You go in here, get your red key. That opens. Some more stuff opens. There's a lot of backtracking. We want to try to eliminate that and use kind of the classic loop designs and stuff like that, so that when I get the red key, I'm not, you know, way over here. Maybe this loops around and I'm actually right here instead. And then obviously this is supposed to be a real blue switch when it's not. That's not that big a deal, just fix it. Wait, what are you actually supposed to do? Yeah, that's another weird thing. Where do you get the blue key? I don't even remember. Gosh. Yeah, that's another weird thing, to have a switch right behind you at the beginning. A lot of times we don't know what these switches even do. It's hard to tell what the switches do. I can't remember where the blue key area is. I don't know what this is all about. I guess you have to hit that switch to do what? To open this door. Yeah, so that's really weird progression. You go through the red door, you hit this switch, you realize that you need blue or yellow, and then you hit this switch, and you can see all this, but the switch has nothing to do with that. You actually go back through the red door that you just entered, and then into this big area. You get your blue key up there, and then you come way back here, big backtrack, use your blue key to open that, and then you can actually exit right then. But you can also get the yellow key if you want. So yeah, the progression is weird. There's too much backtracking. There's nothing going on visually. There's no, you know, the only theme visually is silver, basically. I guess it's a tech base, but we really just, I mean, this room's completely different, and you don't know how to get into it. It's the only room where there's a window to it. It's also the only room I never found my way into. So, yeah, everybody starts somewhere, but certainly think about the flow of the map. This doesn't look that bad on the auto map, but one thing you can tell by this layout right here is that there's not a lot of connection. You actually start, man, where do you start? I think you start here, and even though this looks like a nice hub with a lot of paths, it doesn't really play that way. You start here, you go here, all the way here, come all the way back here, go up through here, hit this switch, now come all the way back in here, do all this, then come all the way back, and then hit this switch, there's your exit. So that's the progression, that's the map flow here. Okay. Can we find ways to connect more of these rooms to each other? Maybe physically, where you can actually walk from room to room, or maybe just visibly. Like this one right here, you have this visible connection. Maybe there could be more visible connections. What about height? We do get some, you know, stairs and stuff, but the rooms themselves are all pretty flat. The only exception would be that blue key area with the nukage. Yeah, here, because here at least you had stuff going on up there and down here. But other than that, all these rooms are. Yeah, what does the switch do? I have no idea. But other than that, all these rooms are flat and not much going on. So yeah, Robot J is you know, off to a decent start. This is a competent, coherent map. Here's the one mistake right there. The blue switch is not actually a blue switch. But yeah, long way to go as far as a polished megawatt. So I would just carefully think about that. If that's really the route we want to take here. All right, we're done.